Hello, I'm Daniel. I want to address a couple of rumors regarding emergency paid leave because I'm hearing these rumors. I think I don't want to speculate too much, but I think there may be some people who have an interest in scaring other people away from applying for this leave. Okay, so I think it's important to talk about these rumors. The first one is the rumor that taking emergency paid leave hours affects your retirement. Technically, that's true. That being said, it counts as time off. And so I won't go into the way retirement is calculated because that's going to be really heavy and detailed. But the fact is, retirement is calculated based on time you worked. This emergency paid leave counts as time not working, so technically it doesn't count towards your retirement. So the question is, should that be a concern? And I feel like the only people that should at all be concerned about that are people who obsessively are looking at their hours and their retirement information. And even then, emergency paid leave is up to 15 weeks. A vast majority of people are not trying to get the whole 15 weeks, right? A vast majority of people are trying to get 4 hours, 5 hours, 8 hours, right? And that's a negligible amount of impact on your retirement if we're honest and we pay attention to the numbers. I would say I would be really surprised if I discovered someone got emergency paid leave for the entire 15 weeks. I would be really surprised. Could it happen? Sure. But even then, like 15 weeks, not going to affect your retirement that much, right? The people that need to pay attention to that are people that are maybe about to retire. That may be who needs to pay attention to it. But if a manager tells you, hey, I don't know if you want this, it'll affect your retirement, that's a weird avenue to take, okay? The other rumor is, and this is a little more legitimate as far as concerns go, is that you'll have to pay this back somehow. This is the situation. There is a fund. The fund has limited amounts. When it's gone, it's gone. All federal agencies are drawing from this same fund. It could happen that the fund is exhausted and we don't find out until after you've taken your emergency paid leave off, and then you have to pay back that leave. Now, is that a concern? It is a concern that you should know that could happen. It's very important to know that so that you're prepared. But at the same time, I think people that don't really need this leave shouldn't be taking it. You know what I mean? So unless you're just struggling with deciding whether or not to take it, it shouldn't matter that much, because this is for people that need emergency leave. It's not for people that feel like having time off for fun or whatever, right? So as long as you think of it as something for a need and not as just a strange new benefit, I think that this also doesn't have to be a concern. Don't take the leave if you don't need it, and that way you won't have to worry about, it's a strange thing to worry about. What if I have to pay this back if you're in an emergency situation and you really need help right now? That is a strange thing to worry about, and not a strong concern that I would think many people would have. Because again, this is emergency leave. You're supposed to take this if you desperately are in a terrible situation. Okay? One more final thing to address is, if you get sick from getting the vaccine and you have to take time off, you can ask for admin time. And we're being told they will grant admin time, which means our hope is that this doesn't even take from the emergency paid leave fund. That's what the guidance is saying, that you can take admin time for vaccine reactions. So you can take admin time. But there's one fact I need you to know, and that is this. If your vaccine makes you sick for more than 3 days, you're going to be asked for a doctor's note, because it's going to revert to regular sick leave rules if you're out that long. So just keep that in mind. Don't think that you're going to get the vaccine and be out for a week. That is not going to work the way you think it will. And I'll say to you what I always say, and that is be totally honest. Be totally honest. Don't say you had a vaccine reaction if you didn't. Don't milk it for extra days. Just be totally honest, because the truth is, if a bunch of people are dishonest with this, it's going to mess it up for everyone, or it could anyway. So that's it for today. This has been Emergency Paid Leave Rumors. Thank you for taking the time to listen to me, and have a good day.